Krishna Pada Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhe Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Welcome all devotees. So we will continue with the Vishwarupa inviting the Brahmana to cook. That's why we left yesterday. So the Brahmana had almost decided not to cook Bhoga anymore. But Vishwarupa's request was so pressing. He was so charmed by Vishwarupa. Now let us see whether he agrees or not. See what he does. Vishwarupa bole na balite vasi bhaya Sahaje Karuna Sindhu Tumi Mahashaya. Vishwarupa said, I hesitate to speak, but I know that you are an ocean of mercy. See how sweetly Vishwarupa is requesting. If you want to tell someone to do something, you don't force them, but you ask them in such a polite way that they cannot refuse you. Isn't it? See, Vishwarupa is saying, I don't, harshly demand you to cook. No, I hesitate to speak, but I know you are the ocean of mercy. As it means to feel, to realize, to think, or to get. Para dukke katara swabhava sadhu jana parer ananda se badaya anukshana. It is the nature of sentient persons to be distressed on seeing the sufferings of others. They always try to make others happy. Para dukke katara swabhava sadhu jana parer ananda se badaya anukshana. 70% you are para dukkha dukhi. And then he's saying, Ete ke apane yadi niralasya haya Krishnera naivedya kara randana kariya. So if it is not too much trouble, please cook for Krishna again. And like that he is requesting. See how step by step we developed the request. First he said, I hesitate to speak to you regarding this matter. I know 3 times you already tried to cook, but I know that you are such a tolerant and merciful and benevolent personality that is why I am gaining some courage to speak to you. And then he is saying, you are a paradukha dukhi. You don't want to see others suffering. Like right now, Jagannath Mishra is suffering and Sachimata is suffering, seeing that you could not eat properly. So all devotees are suffering here. So to make them happy, what we can do, if it is not too much trouble, please cook for Krishna again. Like that he presented. So, and Niralasya Haya means you don't have to cook all alone yourself, accepting some voluntary hardship. I know that it is little additional difficulty for you. We all have given you trouble because of the child. I know that it is trouble, but if you don't mind a little more trouble, if you can cook, and then all devotees will be happy with you. You can kindly accept the trouble. तबे आदि हमारा गोष्ठी रयत दुख सकल गुचय पाई परानंद sukha. Then my family's distress will be vanquished and we will attain transcendental happiness. Viprabhale randana karilo divar tatapi Krishna nadilena khaivar. Ramana said, I have already cooked twice, yet Krishna has still not allowed me to eat. Te buji lana aji nahi ka likhana Krishna icha nahi kene karha yatana. I have therefore understood that he has not allotted any rice for me today. If Krishna's sanction is not there, why should we endeavor? See how convinced he is, you see. Hmm. If Krishna gives me, I will eat. Krishna doesn't sanction me, I will not endeavor. This is the ideal standard actually. Nowadays people argue, why do you say we should not work hard? No, you do your best, but leave the rest. So Prabhupada says in a day, 8 or 9 hours you work for the job. Whatever money comes, accept it and be happy. Don't do two, three jobs. Huh? Some people do one job before going to the job and one job after coming from the job. People do. Sometimes people want to work 14, 16 hours a day to grow in their bank balance. So people, in the name of being responsible, they overwork nowadays. Many people. But here he is so convinced. He says that if Krishna wants me to, you know, get food, I will accept it. If Krishna doesn't want me, I'm ready to fast. Hmm. These are pure devotees who are completely conducted by Krishna. Not that they are lazy or lethargic. You can see that he made 3 attempts to cook. But if it doesn't work, he doesn't artificially become frustrated and try to go against Krishna's will. They flow with Krishna's will. Hmm. Uh, Krishna allows me, he allowed me. If he didn't allow me, that is also all right. So we all have experience of that. Sometimes you try to go left and then again and again the providence pushes you towards right. You will see that. Against your will and wish. You wanted plan A, but plan A doesn't work. Only plan B is working out. You will see that sometimes. Some people get thoroughly frustrated. Why plan A didn't work? It's my plan. And I worked so hard. And they criticize everyone around and criticize including God also. Here you see Vishwarupa, absolutely no criticism, is very much malleable devotee. I have therefore understood that he has not allotted any rice for me today. If Krishna's sanction is not there, why should we endeavor? कोटि बक्ष द्रव्य यदि था के निज घरे कृष्ण आज्ञा हैले से काई बारे पारे यही दिन कृष्ण यारे लिखन नहाया कोटि यत्न करू तथापि सिद्ध नया. He's saying one may have unlimited foodstuffs at home, but he can eat only with Krishna's sanction. If Krishna does not allot anything on some day, then even by endless endeavor, one will never achieve a thing. So this is the reality. We had one real life experience of that. One time, we were desert devotees. In those days, there was no mobile, there was no mobile ticket also. We only had a hard copy ticket way back in 90s. So one time we were dozen of us supposed to go to Pune station and pick up a train. So generally devotees start late and they want to reach early. That is a very famous pastime of the devotees. They only need an aeroplane to fly, I think. Many times it's a common habit of devotees start late and want to rush early. So arrange this, do this, do that, and they're cooking journey prasad. They made paratha, they made halwa, they made dry sabji, many items. Somebody said, please take kurmura also extra in case prasadam is less. You can take more. Everything they arranged it, nicely packed in a bag, and then there was one car which would take only five, six devotees, and then dozen devotees had to go. So the car had to drop. First 6 people it dropped and came back. Second time it took the second lot. But then what happened was that fellow who was packing the things in the prasad in the kitchen, he got a little late, that devotee. And then after bringing that bag, he brought to ashram and then he had to pack his journey bag. The whole thing he got, delayed. And at last he came. He was the one having our ticket. At last he came and the train was slowly moving. He had 5, 6 bags. He put everything in the train, threw bags into the train, and then he jumped into the train. We all said, thank God, at last he has come. So then we all settled. Then by about 10 o'clock, He said, "Oh, open the prasad, let us take." Then he realized he forgot the prasadam bag. Everything else he brought. And devotees were so wild because many people had made varieties of nice prasad for the journey. And he forgot the prasad bag. They were yelling at him, "Prabhuji." So he said, "Prabhu, you all went away taking the vehicle. I was packing the bag. I was the last one left. Haribari, I only brought my bags, 3-4 bags, and forgot the prasad," he said. Devotees were throwing tantrums. There was one senior devotee said, "See, Prabhu, the prasadam we cooked is not meant for us. Krishna didn't ordain it for us. Krishna has kept it for someone else today. If Krishna has decided what he will do, mattas mitrinyana apohanam cha. Apohanam means he will give forgetfulness. Exactly, he will make you take all the bags except that one bag. So that somebody else is supposed to get, they will get the prasad. And devotees are asking, "What are you saying, Prabhu? If you say Krishna put in forgetfulness, now we don't have what to do. Just buy some bananas, buy some oranges, buy some apples, buy some things." "Oh, really?" He said, "What do you do on Ekadashi day sometimes when you don't eat? There is an Ekadashi day, you don't even drink one drop of water. Can't you survive on fruits today?" And then he asked, and all devotees agreed, "Okay, Prabhu will tolerate." But secretly, one devotee made a phone call to somebody at lunch. It was at 2 o'clock. A big feast came for us. Rajabhag Prasad from some temple. Somehow it came, then everybody ate Prasad after that. But the point is what? We should know that if Krishna says no to us for Prasad, we should not throw tantrums. See, that is why it is very difficult to frustrate advanced devotee. Because advanced devotee is so advanced that when things don't go his way, he will never be frustrated. He will refuse to be frustrated. Yashoda was trying to tie up Krishna. She was smiling. It is said, Smayantin Vismita Abhavat. Gopinam Susmayantinam Smayantin Vismita Abhavat. It is said. Meaning, surrounded by the gopis who were smiling, Yashoda was also smiling when she was trying to tie up Krishna. Not that she was angry that she couldn't tie up, not that she was frustrated that she couldn't tie up. She didn't blame anybody. She was curiously, Vismita means astonished or surprised. Why this child is not getting tied up? I put bangles, bracelets that went inside in the morning. I put necklace that also went. I tied a belt, a jeweled belt that also went. I put nupur in the feet that also went. But why this rope is not going? That was a surprise. Everything else was going. So Gopinam, Susmayantinam, Smayantim, Bismita. This is exactly the way we all have to work in our life. Be curious, be surprised, be put to wonderment. What is Krishna thinking for me today? What he wants me to do? Eagerly, wait, but don't be anxious, or don't be frustrated, don't be angry, don't be depressed. Because man proposes, Krishna can dispose it if he doesn't like our plan. So this Brahmana was like that. You see, one may have unlimited foodstuffs at home, but he can only eat with Krishna's sanction. If Krishna does not allot anything on some day, then even by endless endeavor, one will never achieve a thing. Though one may have various foodstuffs at home for Krishna's enjoyment, if he does not sanction his remnants, no one will receive them. And if Krishna does not favor one, then one will certainly be unsuccessful in spite of unlimited endeavors. Service to the Supreme Lord is dependent on the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Mundane endeavor cannot produce success. But even to serve Krishna, we depend on mercy of Krishna. And mundane endeavor cannot produce success. Our own endeavors cannot produce success. One day, my assistant was cooking. In those days, he made rice dal sabji he was supposed to make. So he made rice and sabji also he had made. But dal, when he was making, dal became burnt. Somehow it became very, very burnt and spoiled. Black things came. Probably he was attending a phone call or something. So he was very, very sad. I said, "Why do you feel so sad?" "No, I can take rice and sabji." He said, "How will you take rice and sabji? Some liquid is required." Anyway, I told him, go and bring this jeera powder, I told him. So he roasted the jeera, he brought jeera powder, he put some salt, mix it. Along with sabji, you take it and finish, prasad over. We should go ahead. We don't have to talk too much about it. Something has to be put. The body is like body is like a vehicle. Just like vehicle needs petrol or diesel, something you need to put. Some prasad you put inside and get rolling with your services. Don't talk too much about why the dal burnt, how did you burn, why are you careless, why did you do that, you shout. Then the whole atmosphere becomes spoiled. So we should not make small things into big. Always there is some alternative. Krishna will give us some idea, alternative. We should go with plan B or C and go on with that. Uh, and we should know for sure that Krishna has to sanction. Not even a blade of grass can move without Krishna's sanction. Although the universe is a huge universe, and there are not one universe, there are millions of universes. Ananta Koti Brahmanda. But every piece of grass moves. You can check it in the Srimad Bhagavatam. No Tishtat Tada Virat. You put the word Tada Virat, Tada, Tada, Virat. You put Tada Virat. You will get 15 slokas, you will get. No Tishtat Tada Virat. It says Virat Purusha was there, millions of jivas were there, all the 23 material ingredients were there, but nothing was moving in the universe. Everything was stand still. Surya Dev was asking Lord Virat Purusha to get up by standing near the eyes, the Digdevatas near the ears, and the Ashwini Kumaras near the nose, Agni Dev near the mouth. All the presiding deities were all requesting the Lord Virat Purusha to get up. He was not getting up. Lastly, it is said, Chittena Hridayam Makhyam. At that time, it is said, Salilat Udatishthatha. You will read that in the Bhagavatam. So, Naudatishthatha Tada Virat. Repeatedly, it says, Virat Purusha couldn't be woken up, couldn't be woken up, couldn't be woken up. Only when Lord Super Soul entered the universe, then Virat Purusha got up. That means only when Krishna sanctions, things can move in this world. Even millions of jivas together cannot move the universe. Not possible. Only when the Supreme Lord enters, he is that one who, when he comes, then everything can move. Otherwise, it's not possible. Like you see, just like in Yatra, all the devotees have assembled in the evening. 15,000 devotees have come at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Some kirtan they are doing. And the evening program cannot get started unless His Holiness Rana Swami Maharaj used to come at 5:30 would come. When he comes to stage, then the program gets started. Otherwise, the other devotees are just sitting. You can't do anything. Similarly, yatra cannot be taken unless that one person comes, because whole yatra is happening because of him only. If he doesn't come, simply we cannot go in a big crowd. We can only go and eat lunch, prasad, and be sitting. We can't do anything without his presence. Similarly, all the Devarashis have come and material ingredients are there. He has to come. So this is one point we have to deeply install in the core of our heart, that Lord is supreme, and he has the magic wand. Where he waves the hand, then everything will move in this world, and we are insignificant. Kripayad avapad pankaja stita dhuli sadrisham vichintaya. We are dhuli sadrisham. We are insignificant. Like for example, in kitchen, all the ingredients can be there, but on their own they will not make sabji, rice, dal, halwa, everything. One person has to come in the kitchen who has to cook everything. Similarly, all the ingredients for building construction materials can be there, but unless the civil engineer and the workers come, the materials cannot turn into a building. It's not possible. All the parts of a car can be there. 2,000 parts are there for making a car. Those parts cannot do anything unless one engineer comes and assembles all the parts and makes the car rolling. In the same manner, everything can be there in this world. When God enters the world, then everything is set rolling. So a devotee should be convinced that Krishna is the person who runs everything. He has to sanction. And this Brahmana was fully convinced about it. So from 106 we will read tomorrow. Then he's thinking, it is practically the middle of the night. Is it proper to cook at this time? Like that Brahmana is wondering. So let us see what he did tomorrow. Thank you all very much. Prabhupada ki, Shri Gavanita ki. Thank you very much. Thanks.